before Greece, before Rome. Across Africa, engineers, scholars, and kings were already shaping the ancient world. They built cities aligned with the stars, forged iron before many written records, created trade networks that fed the Mediterranean. And their ideas didn't stay in Africa. They traveled to Carthage, to Alexandria, to Rome, helping shape what we now call the classical world. Today, we explore the innovations that crossed deserts and seas, and quietly changed history. Long before detailed written records, communities in West Africa were mastering iron. At sites linked to the Nok culture, furnaces reached temperatures high enough to smelt iron ore into tools. These iron tools reshaped agriculture, construction, and warfare. Farmers cleared forests more efficiently. Builders shaped harder materials. Communities expanded into new lands. Trade routes carried iron goods north, toward the Sahara, and into Mediterranean markets. Innovation traveled not only through writing, but through tools in human hands. In the Nile Valley, architecture rose on a scale that stunned ancient travelers. In Nubia, rulers of the Kingdom of Kush built cities, temples, and pyramids. At Meroe, iron production, trade, and royal construction coexisted in an organized urban center. Roads connected workshops to palaces. Water systems supported growing populations. Architectural knowledge moved across borders. Through diplomacy, trade, and shared craftsmen. Urban planning was part of a shared ancient conversation. Scientific knowledge also traveled along the Nile. In centers like Alexandria, scholars studied geometry, astronomy, and medicine. Calendar systems based on the stars predicted floods and harvests. Greek scholars later studied Egyptian measurement techniques. Ideas moved to Athens and to Rome. Science in the ancient world was collaborative, even across languages and cultures. Innovation is not only invention, it is connection. African traders crossed deserts and seas long before modern maps. Cities like Carthage became hubs linking Africa, Europe, and the Near East. Gold, ivory, iron, textiles, and ideas. Caravan routes shaped economies in Greece and Rome. African merchants were active participants in global exchange. Trade carried technology, crops, and culture. Agriculture across Africa required innovation. Farmers along the Nile built irrigation systems to manage floods. In the Sahel, communities developed drought-resistant crops. Terracing reduced erosion. Water storage protected harvests. These systems influenced Mediterranean farming through observation and trade. Food security in the classical world depended partly on African knowledge. Ancient African medical traditions combined observation and herbal remedies. Egyptian papyri describe treatments for wounds and fractures. Bandaging. Surgical tools. Plant-based medicines. Greek physicians later studied these traditions. Healing knowledge moved with travelers and teachers. Across continents, doctors learned from one another. Some African societies passed knowledge orally. Others created writing systems. Egyptian hieroglyphs recorded law, science, and administration. In Nubia, Meroitic script documented royal life. Libraries in Alexandria preserved texts from Africa and Greece. Knowledge was copied, studied, debated, expanded. Ancient scholarship was global long before modern globalization. African art influenced Mediterranean aesthetics. Jewelry designs. Sculpture styles. Textile patterns. Motifs traveled through trade and diplomacy. Art communicated ideas about kingship and identity. Cultural exchange shaped how civilizations saw themselves. The classical world was not built in isolation. From iron tools to astronomy, from irrigation to medicine, African innovations helped shape the ancient Mediterranean. Civilizations grew through connection, curiosity, exchange. And when we look closely at history, we see something powerful. Human progress has always been shared. Understanding that shared past helps us understand our shared future.